Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jahlial in this incarnation, and today I'm here to talk about the energies of this week, which is the first week of 2024. So we are starting this new cycle. And I'm going to start talking about Jupiter because today, December 31st of 2023, Jupiter is direct in Taurus. So this could bring, renovated trust in our path. We could feel like continuing learning about aspects that can help us to develop mastery, spiritual mastery here in the matter, because Jupiter is in Taurus. So this is about connecting with our inner wisdom and to know that resources have infinite forms, that abundance has infinite forms, and that are our beliefs, the ones that mold the matter. So the fact that Jupiter is direct is like opening the door to 2024 with much focus on the horizons we want to move forward, and also with this will of expanding ourselves from the inside to the outside. So it is a very good news. Okay, the second thing is that is still on track the square between Venus in Sagittarius and Saturn in Pisces. So I already talked about that. I'm not going to repeat the whole information. I'm going to leave a video that is very short in the description, and this aspect will last more or less until the end of the week. So secondly, I wanted to talk about Mercury because on January 2nd is going to be direct. So everything in the sky is telling us that we have to move forward right now. But something important to clarify is that when Mercury becomes direct, it is the moment that we usually feel again like the effects of the retrogradation, like problems in devices or misunderstandings in communication, these kind of things. So Mercury is going to get out of a station of the mathematical degree on January 5th. And something that we have to remember is that it is in a square with Neptune in Pisces that is going to be perfected for the third time the next week. So I think the main thing in here is to remember that presence, when we are in presence, we are with an active focus that prevents us from overlooking important information at the present moment, which is an aspect of the square with Neptune, and also prevents confusion. Because confusion comes from this, I explained this in other videos, comes from the mental noise. So when we are in presence, we are like with all the lights on. Okay, I wanted to talk about then Mars, because on January 4th, Mars is going to enter in Capricorn until February of 2024. So this is an excellent transit to give structure, to put organization, to put think action and concrete action. This is the planet of action, and this is about practical resolutions in order to align ourselves with our goals. So this is a very persistent Mars, and I think the most important thing with this transit is to observe the levels of self-exigency, or to keep doing without rest. It is important to hear the body and to give to the body what it needs to. So as soon as it enters in Capricorn, it's going to create a sextile with Saturn in Pisces and a trine with Jupiter that is direct in Taurus. So this is going to be perfected also the next week. But something important with the sextile with Saturn that also the Sun did, and we are having much more energy, Capricorn energy in the sky. This is helping us to contact with the goals of the soul, the objectives of the soul. This is about assuming the responsibility and taking action for what the soul came here to do in this incarnation. And the trine with Jupiter is telling us that if we are pulsing conscious actions, everything that we could start these days has a lot of opportunities of creating very solid ways of expansion, because every Capricornian construction has these intentions to create things that can really last. But when we are aligning ourselves to a major purpose, then we are putting a foundation stone also for the new humanity. So I think these days are very, very important ones. Okay. Something else that I wanted to mention, that these transits are going to be also perfected the next week, but we are going to start to feel them. We are going to start feeling them at the end of this one. So it's important to mention this now. And I am talking about the trine between the Sun in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus because, this is a fluid aspect and is a very good one that could collaborate us with very creative ideas to bring resolutions. It's like the light bulb is turned on. It's an aspect to connect us to the cosmic intelligence, to descend original ideas to the matter, to the reality. It's a moment of big synchronicities and insights, like sudden comprehensions. But at the same time, the Sun in Capricorn is going to create a square with Chiron in Aries in first place, and then with Karma nodes, North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra. So, the square with Chiron is about assuming the responsibility for a wound, an insecurity, a fear that is preventing ourselves from moving forward, aligned with our most evolutionary path. And this is very connected with the Karma nodes because, in fact, Chiron is in a conjunction with the North Node. Because the square with the Karma nodes is going to invite us to make choices from a very responsible place, from this inner father, and this will require to break with all conditioning that is linked with relationships. We cannot keep sustaining ways of codependency or forms of condescendence, people pleasing, or behaviors that are sustained to avoid conflict, but in detriment of our well-being. So to choose the more evolutionary path here requires to transcend a very old pattern, to assume an identity that can respond to the soul and that is not blocking the path of the soul. So I'm going to amplify about this transit later, but I wanted to leave this message today. I wanted to wish you a very happy new year, a very happy ending of the year too. So see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.